As a wildly optimistic woman, I am a very big fan of doing things that people would think that, were you supposed to do that? Yes, I'm actually a very big fan of doing unconventional things, especially things that I know that would really take me to the places that doing things the normal way will not actually take me to. And these are things that I am currently doing in my life. I have seen worked for other people and are currently even working for me, even if some of them are still in the early phases of my life. And as a woman who is building a life where we are not just thinking for this year, next year, we're thinking about 5, 10 years from now. These are unconventional things you should be doing to build your future. These are things I'm currently doing, and I will tell you how I'm doing it and how you can also do the same thing. Hi, my name is Gigi, and in this channel, I'm dedicated to sharing meaningful lessons for women like me, women who are looking to live a holistic, mindful, audacious, and fulfilling life. A life where it's not just our career that is actually flourishing, but every single area of our life, our spiritual life, our physical life, mental health, everything is actually moving forward. And this is a community for women. Thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel, share this video, leave a like, and leave me a comment and tell me that you are sat for what we're going to be talking about today. So today we are going to focus on 5 unconventional things that I'm currently doing to build my future. And it's not just about me right now, but also about every single woman in this community and the things that every single woman should think of doing right now that would definitely pay off in the next 5, 10 years. And how am I sure it's going to pay off? Because currently it's already paying off for me because of things that I tried in 2021. That was like 5 years ago. They've already started paying off. Some of them I just started them last year. Some I started them this year, and I've already seen the results. And I've also seen other successful women do the same thing. So I would definitely recommend that you actually try this. Number one, growing my personal brand. This is non negotiable for me. I am going to be so out there and I'm always going to be telling my story. Now, building a personal brand is not just about doing like a professional thing or just like posting videos or something. It's about having this image. If you've met me in person, you will know that whoever you're seeing online is who you're seeing in person. Like I have an image that I want people to associate me with. And I'm not even faking it. That is me just being my most authentic self. I am just building this brand that you know that yes, when they're talking about certain things, gifts is definitely going to be there. Gigi can definitely be in this kind of conversation. You know, when we're talking about marketing, I'm definitely going to be there. We're talking about content, we're talking about women or womanhood, or we're talking about building a business, you know, the gifts is going to be there because these are the kind of places that I put myself. And online, I'm always going to share my expertise. I share my expertise in marketing on LinkedIn. I also have an Instagram page where I'm offering consulting services. I'm also sharing my expertise here on YouTube by telling you guys the things that I know. And it's something that I would definitely tell every woman to do. Now, the reason for this is not just because, as I said, you're just trying to have an image or to become famous, but it's also about you telling your story. People know easily where to associate you with or to. And then other benefits also include that you just naturally attract opportunities. That's just the truth. Like people can easily say that this is the go-to person for this. You don't have to wait you're an expert. I'm not an expert yet, but I'm nothing close to the kind of person I want to become. But every single thing I learn, I post it on my LinkedIn. Every single thing that I'm doing, I post it online so that people know that yes, I'm actually growing, I'm improving. And there is this lore of success. I don't know, but I watched a video on TikTok where the man said that if you just keep on talking about something over and over again, or people know that you can confidently talk about something, people automatically just assume you're the expert in that situation or in that topic. So maybe you might be faking it, maybe, but you're putting it out there that this is my image and my values are the things that I want people to know me for. This is who I am and all of that. And naturally it attracts opportunities to you. Number two, investing 20% of whatever it is that I earn. I am somebody that don't play about my money. I don't play about my money. I have a bunch of videos where I've talked about investing, I've talked about how to save money and how I have been able to create emergency funds even while I was unemployed. And it's not just a thing about like, okay, I'm doing this for XYZ. I'm thinking in the next 5, 10 years. I always invest 10% of whatever it is that I earn. And I'm not just investing like in terms of money, I'm also investing in courses, I'm investing in my appearance, I'm investing in communities. You can check out my other videos on investment that you can acquire in your 20s. Number three is documenting my life online to see how things eventually compound. I use the internet as a digital diary. I'm not just posting content because I'm trying to build a brand or I'm trying to grow an audience or sell my services, but it's also a digital diary for me. If you check out my YouTube shorts, you see that I just post stuff sometimes. If you check out my Pinterest, because Pinterest is a place that I just post pictures of myself. I don't want to grow my audience. I'm not interested in growing my audience. I'm just posting pictures because I feel like it's a very cute app. It's just a way for me to come back and see how far I have actually come as a person. Please document your story. Don't let anybody write a story for you. Nobody's going to write my story for me because you know that you can literally see my life on the internet. I have a newsletter. Subscribe to my newsletter, link in the description. I have a blog where I've talked about my mental health journey so many times and different phases of my life. Link also in the description of this video. I literally post my career experiences and my journey on LinkedIn, on my Instagram, my TikTok, and also on my YouTube channel because I want to see how far I've actually come. I want to write my story myself, which is almost something as building a personal brand. But I'm not just doing it from the angle of a personal brand, but I'm also doing it from the angle of a public diary or my own digital diary. Number four, building offline communities. I would never stop emphasizing on this. Most times when people talk about, oh, I'm building a community, oh, I'm networking, we think it's an online thing. No, it's not an online thing. Try to join social clubs. I will say that again. Try to join social clubs, whether it's at your church or it's at your community. And I'm not just talking about gym membership here, please. I'm talking about a proper social club, especially those reasonable ones, those valuable ones that have something to offer, where you're meeting people, you know that you can add value to them and they can also add value to you. You can do this offline and online, but please emphasis on offline because you cannot live all your life online. Sometimes human interaction is one of the best things that can ever happen to you. People just know that this is this person, I've met this person this place, and you just stay top of mind. I have seen many people, including my own father, benefit from social clubs. I am building offline communities. I'm trying to be active in more places where I can go in person, places I know that can actually add value to me. You never really can tell where your lessons or your, best clique of people would come from. And apart from that, it just helps with your sanity. It's not just about what you get to benefit, like physically. It also helps with sanity. You also have other things that keep you busy and things that you know that will help you build memories, build offline communities. Number five, experimenting with myself. This is something that I talk about a lot in my content. I talk about how I always follow my curiosity. I am not somebody to sit down one place and sulk all life. For example, I've talked a lot about my whole job hunting experience and how it was very hard for me to land a very good paying job. And I always talked about how I followed my curiosity and started a new business. And I currently have a domestic and cleaning agency. Aside that, I'm just always experimenting with myself to just know what else can I do? What else is in me? What other abilities are in me? Because I believe that, my world is as big as I make it. I am not somebody who's just created to be one thing or just sit down one place and just do nothing. And this is something I would always advise people to do. Allow yourself to experiment, try other things. Sometimes it's not even just because of money. Sometimes you're just doing it because you just want to understand yourself more. You want to know the other things you can do. You also want to know other aspects of your life that exist or your talent. Follow your curiosity, experiment with yourself. You're still very young to just sit down one place and just fold your arms and just wait for this one thing to define your entire story, whatever the situation is. I'm not telling you that you must have like multiple sources of income. This has nothing to even do with money or anything to do with career, but it's understanding that you are a sketchbook. I have an article slash a newsletter where I talked about what is in your sketchbook, and I'm going to also attach that in the description of this video. And in that article I was talking about how when we were created or when we are born, we were given a sketchbook, and that sketchbook had some sketches and also had a space for us to experiment with our art. And we were given different colors of crayon. Some people decided to stick to the same colors of crayon they were given and stick to the sketches they were given, while other people, while they were sticking to the sketch and the colors of crayon they were given, they were also experimenting with other colors to know if they can invent other colors from there, and also using the blank pages to create new sketches for themselves. I'm going to attach that in the description. Now you can see that this is not just about career, about money, but allowing yourself to follow your curiosity, allowing yourself to understand that you are not just this single item, you're not just this mic, and all you have to do is to just make sure that my audio is better. But you are a human being with multiple abilities. See your life as this big sketchbook where you can experiment with the multiple crayons that you were given to get new colors, try new sketches, try new things, follow your curiosity, and just generally experiment with your life. I'm going to leave this video with telling you that your world is as big as you make it. I say this all the time. Your world is as big as you make it. Don't sit down and always have to follow the conventional path or the path that you were told that you would always have to follow. Sometimes try multiple things, be this unconventional woman. Anyway, if you like this video, follow me for more, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please leave a like, share this video, and check out all this I've talked about in the description of this video. And this is the video where I talked about experimenting with your life and how I have been experimenting with my life. This is another video where I talked about the investments that I make in my 20s and investments that you can actually make in your 20s. Thank you for watching. My name is Gigi, and welcome to the Better Living Tribe.